Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and today we're doing another wonderful reading. We're going to be looking at your lower chakras with these cards. As always, one of these cards is flipped over because, well, surprise, surprise. I don't know, I did it a couple weeks ago and it was fun, so I wanted to do it again, Pisces. I wanted to see what came through with these beautiful cards. And of course, these are the Hero's Journey Dream Oracles that I'm using. And I'm using the Field Tarot, which is a deck that I assigned to a guide who comes in every now and again, William, who was Sagittarius on the planet when he was in human form in his last lifetime, had great difficulties, and I think his life ended quite tragically, maybe even well, I won't say by his own hands because I can't be absolutely sure, but I get that vibe that his life ended way too short. Like he didn't go the full span of time that he could have, and a lot of it was from his own difficulties of dealing with the fire of his own sign and how to deal with life. I don't know a ton about William, but I do know that he comes in every now and again, and he gives a lot of insight when it comes to fire energy. And I think that helps us a lot as a water sign, because I personally sometimes have a hard time with fire signs or fire energy. I think he was assigned to me not only as a reader, but also because I have two boys who are fire signs as well. So here we go. We have the Star and the Harmony card. The Star, the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. As a foundation, I feel that it's asking you now to focus on the wish fulfillment in your life, the going after your goals and making it part of your life, and in even some cases on so that it shines outside of your life, if you know what I mean. Because the 10 is all about the whole, not just the you, okay? For me, the 9 of Cups is your personal wishes, fulfillment of the self, and the 10 is about that spilling out and touching everything around you. So I feel that they're saying that it's time to really hone in on that, really hone in on the optimism that you feel, the hope, the renewal, the illumination, the boundlessness, the healing. It's after the darkest hour is the dawning of a new day. So for me, this is just touching the cusp of like the star, which the star is, if you think about it, William saying, stars are big gas giants and big fireballs in the sky, right? So yeah, it's touching that inspiration, that road to success, and you really have come around to it, Pisces, okay? If any work that you're doing, it has to do with harmony in the home, harmony in your life, harmony with the self, regardless of what that means to you or what you're shooting for personally. Okay. Let's see here. So I have two of Gabrielle Bernstein's decks. It's Spirit Junkie and Super Attractor that I'm using this week. We're going to look at this one shortly. I accept the gifts I've been given as a high service to the world. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of like what I'm feeling, is that you're understanding that everything that you do to help yourself is actually going to be touching and helping the world around you as well. It's like I said, sometimes being of service is simply being happy within the self, because when you do that, then you're able to, well, you're able to give a lot more of yourself than you would have originally, right? I communicate with ease and grace. People are willing to embrace what I have to say. Yeah. Also, because of this 10, again, I'm feeling this 10 coming in. I feel that it's talking about the fact that you are going to be doing something. I love the fact that there's flowers coming out of this bird's mouth. Like, the things that you're going to be sharing with people is what you've learned, how you have moved gracefully into this transition of happiness, this beautiful 10 of fulfillment, okay? So I feel that everything, it's going to move up. You have the flowers here, you have the flowers here. Is this service is going to translate into something that you're going to be giving to others. See this growth and this flowering? See, it's coming out of you. So that's how I was talking about you following your goals and your dreams is going to be touching everything around you, the environment and the people around you. People are going to start feeling the vibe off of you. And we were talking about this week, there's a lot of bad vibes. You want to contribute to the good ones. Okay? Harmony. It is here again. This is, the Lovers is my card for harmonious relationships. It absolutely is. I always feel that it comes in and offers a chance for the divine feminine and masculine to come together and to really make the choices that vibe in a very in the way that's going to like be married together, that commits to the well-being. Okay, there's a lot of commitment to happiness here that's happening, that's going on within you. And to do that, especially with the base chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus, that's a good thing, okay? Because I feel those are the very human chakras. The lower chakras are the ones that feel the most fear, that need the most security. I know it sounds strange, but I feel like the crown and the third eye, if they can just slightly connect to spirituality, a higher self, and you'll know this as a Pisces, you can live in those chakras so much better than you do with the lower ones, because the lower ones are usually, they've usually been through stuff, okay, and they're usually going through stuff. And to have these kind of feelings, here we go, yeah, these kind of feelings with the lower chakras is wonderful. So here we go with the fire energy that I was talking about, okay? I feel that you are getting inspiration and you're contemplating options and choices. The Lover's card is also known as the card of choice. I've read this a lot. I find that always interesting, though. Every time I read that, I think to myself, what kind of choice? The Lovers is what? Maybe because some of those cards have 3 people on it. You choose your lover, maybe. I would say is you choose what will make you the happiest. You choose how to balance yourself perfectly. The Two of Wands, I feel, it is a card of choice. It's a card of potential. You're on the threshold of these discoveries, of these partnerships. Okay? But what you need is the inspiration. Okay? Some people repeat patterns over and over again. And I feel this is saying it's time for you to contemplate and pick the pattern that's going to bring, that's going to be service to yourself, but also to the world. That's going to promote growth. Okay, not stunt it. Because I feel a lot of people just stunt their growth. They repeat the same thing. They have the same patterns. They say the same things to the same people over and over again. The King of Cups, right. So what's coming in with them is that peace. And what's coming in with William. I'm gonna pass over what William's saying. I've been watching or observing 2 different people this week. And one suffers from OCD. In other words, repetitive thoughts. Always, always coming in. And they live their lives that way. They have certain things that they're very obsessed about, and they don't let it go. They're like a dog with a bone. It's very hard on energy to watch somebody do that and not get out of that pattern. And then I watch other people who create their own dramas. It's funny to say, but it's not. And the thing about it is that it sounds like they always have some kind of misfortune or something happening to them, but they always, always invite it in, professing they hate it. And it's very hard to be around those energies, both of those energies. Everybody wants to run away. So William's idea is, when you foster those kind of energies, you also repel people out of your life, because people don't want to stay around those. They may be attracted to some of it for a time, but after a while their energy starts dropping off, right? Because this isn't flowering, it's actually just kind of shrinking back and dying. Okay, caught in an endless cycle. There's nowhere to go with this. There's no inspiration. There's no revelation. It's just the same thing. There's never any peace. That's what the King of Cups represented when I came in. There's no tempering that constant fire, where instead of inspiration, it becomes encompassing and just burns everything down. Okay? So that's that's the way he's bringing this in. Okay? Very hard to be in that. As Pisces, especially as empaths, it's very hard sometimes to sit in those energies. But I do recognize them. I do see them. Okay? 7, 4, 8, and 6. Right. Okay. So let's take these. The 7 of Swords. The card of negative energies, if there ever was one. Okay? The card of of negative people. Negative energies, negative people. This card is also saying be cautious of that, okay? And keep yourself away from that. These people either need to heal, or it could be you that just needs to move away from that, okay? Take a break. Get a rest from that kind of energy. And yeah, the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, when they come in together for me, It's always leave something for something better. It's just, they always come in together. Always. I realized that earlier on when I was doing readings. They're like a pair for me. I'm always surprised if I only see one of them, because they usually come together. It's time to leave negative thoughts behind, OCD thoughts behind, or patterns that you're repeating constantly. I feel that you have, though. I feel that you're looking at something else. But he is reminding me to be careful of this in other people and yourself. Okay? I'm hearing the great purging. The great purging has begun. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Sometimes it's even in the way of doing things you've never done before. Just, you know, sometimes you have to throw away the whole book and start again. Queen of Coins. And the Ten of Cups, there it is again. You see, because the truth of the matter is that you always have the resources to bring yourself happiness and fulfillment. Okay? In every moment, in every day. We just get stuck in other things. That's what it feels like. Like you get stuck in other things. We get stuck in our thoughts. We have recurring thoughts. We create dramas when there isn't any. We become obsessed with things that, I don't know, that we don't need to be obsessed with. And it affects the energies of the people around you. It does. It affects them greatly. William is saying it's not only about knowing about these energies, it's identifying and observing it in what's coming at you. Because then you're able to shield yourself from it, and in some cases just simply walk away, which is what needs to be done sometimes, okay? Sometimes you just need to be able to walk away from this kind of energy. Queen of Wands, yeah. And now he's showing me putting fire to it, to that kind of energy. See, they hold the fire to snuff out happiness and whatever, like I was talking about in the beginning, right? It goes from inspiration to just kind of like too much into burning it down, right? The obsession takes over and burns everything down. The negativity, the drama takes over and burns everything down. It runs hot, but then it runs too hot. You also have the ability to shine brighter than that fire. And what actually happens is that he's saying that by shining within yourself, by being your own, I don't know, sense of calm and whatever, it's by matching the fire that's there, not by being like them, but being a force for the opposite. In other words, not letting it affect you. You actually walk through it unscathed. In other words, you're burning at the same temperature, so it's not affecting you. You don't get burned into whatever they're doing. You understand? And yes, a lot of it has to do with just kind of walking away from it. A lot of it is just, I don't know, not letting yourself be fazed by the patterns of destruction that people around you are having, right? By embracing the King of Cups and really like tempering everything with the waters here. You even see it in the Star card, you see it in the Ten of Cups, which is water. You're tempering it with your water, right? It's not even your fire. In other words, you're brilliantly being wonderful, inspirational. You're shining brightly. But because we are water, we also temper fire, right? We put it out. Especially the fires that are out of control. We'll be very good at that. And instead, we bring quiet, we bring peace. Okay? We bring soothing water to the heat that's scorched and burned. And sometimes what happens with that, though, Pisces, is that we end up being the ones trying to control the situation. But in this case, I think it's to contain more of who we are. It's not trying to save those people who are causing all the forest fires. It's by being that tempered energy within ourselves, so that what we, and he keeps showing me, it's what we put out, the energy, okay, that is touching people. It's not us putting out fires. It's, I don't know, it's a very different way. It's not like somebody running at you and then you being singed by them, but being okay because you're water, right? It's by having this beautiful wave surround you, so that anything before it ever touches you, it gets put out. So you're not technically being touched. Do you understand? So I hope I'm putting that correctly. I always find it very difficult when I'm talking with William, because he is a fire energy, right? We're two very different people. Knave of Coins. This is the Page of Coins. Learning. Three of Cups. Reconnection. And the Ten of Swords. Yeah. Again, a lot of moving away from this. Okay. Yeah. It's learning how to reconnect with the self, how to replenish the cups. You see the water going around? It's how to replenish the cup between the body, the mind, and the soul. I love that. And the 10 is to get away from destructive behaviors. Absolutely. You're going to do it with ease and grace. Okay? People are willing to embrace what I have to say. So if you're planning on, I don't know, being a public speaker of any kind, being a healer of any kind, as in they're telling me Reiki, any kind of place where you're going to speak, okay, where you're going to be giving of your energy. This is a good time to share it with, such as I'm sharing it with you, such I will be sharing it, I'm hoping, individually at one point. It's to help people find a sense of peace. Okay? Peace is boring for a lot of these people. And some people thrive on the manipulation, and they thrive on the energy of chaos. This is it. They thrive on the energy of chaos. And before they know it, they get destructed. Before they know it's destructive, or they can do anything about it, the destruction has already happened. Okay? So yeah, I apologize this week if my words, if I'm not flowing as much. Like I said, I believe so much that William's messages are so important, yet through the times I've done it with him, it's very much like there almost needs to be translation done between the two of us. But it's quite okay. So you have the King of Cups, beautiful, very calming energy. You have the 8 and the 6, the 8 of Cups and the 6 Swords, saying moving away from the drama. Okay? The 10 of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So, the Queen of Wands, she's almost making me feel like you have to move away from them, but you have to be your own fire energy. You have to be your own King of Cups, tempering that fire, keeping it calm, okay? Either, I'd say glowing brighter, but I don't feel that's the case. I think that's the way it's coming through. It's being a bigger, like, the way it's coming through with him is going like being a bigger, or being an equal fire so that you don't feel the heat. But I feel more because we are water energy, our fire gets translated as water, right? Just be very careful that you have your water energy far enough from you, Pisces, that you're not getting burned, okay? And I think maybe that's why that's coming in this way. Because if fire burns equally hot, nobody burns each other. They're just kind of two elements traveling through each other. And I think that's what he's trying to say, okay? Burn as bright as the others in a very different way. In other words, not in a destructive way, but in a way that shine brightly in your own element so that you're not affected by the drama of it, right? I know that's what he's trying to convey. I get it completely. So, at the heart of this, there's a lot of healing going on. You might have to meditate on it. When it catches up with you, sometimes you might think to yourself, oh, great, I'm in this again. Focusing on your energy of harmony, staying away from negative people, knowing you have resources, and that you are an inspired energy regardless of, even if you're not the Queen of Wands that has all of this beautiful fire, going on. You are beautiful and within yourself, Pisces, with your own beautiful waves. You are a force to be reckoned with as well, right? So remember that. Remember that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to stop here because this is going on and could go on and on and on. As Amazon has agreed with me. Okay, we're going to take this beautiful card. Attune to the call. You see, again, look at this fire energy coming through. Right away as I turn it, especially with the red hair, I feel like it's that inspired energy, that beauty that comes in, right? So let's see what this has to say. And it's a 10. Look at that, 10. And we have 2 tens of cups. So I feel like they're talking again about that, right? You are attuned to the sounds of your soul, and what was once a still, small voice has become the loudest call you hear. You are mustering the courage to heed the call when it resonates throughout your entire body, and the situation or opportunity is right for you. Foster gratitude as you do your inner work, so the sweet sound of higher ground resounds throughout your being. Make room in your life for grace. So the call of your higher destiny can be heard, honored, and acted upon. Didn't we get like honor the call? Honor, is this written tune in and turn on? Wait a minute. The word honor, let me see here. I'm going to find the cards here. Yeah. Honor those who honor you. This was Monday. This is Monday. Flip your inner light switch, turn on. Yeah, there's a lot of fire here. I think your fire is within your water. That's what I keep hearing, okay? And what happens with this, especially with the King of, he's about being cool and calm in, in crazy times. And I think that has to do with all of this, your ease and grace. The harmony, okay? You have a lot of this going on here. I'm going to put these aside because these were this week. And I knew I'd seen the word honor was just kind of hitting me. There's definitely something here. I'm going to leave that there for now. I'm going to push this aside. I'm going to pull more cards here. Okay, so as he said, I kept telling you guys all that we were going to turn fire throughout the year. So that's why I feel like there's a mix-up between water and fire for me. Because I know we're water energy. But yet I feel that we are turning into fire. And into the brightness of fire, right? We're shining so brightly that it feels like we're turning into fire. But I feel a very committed, as he's saying, is you're committed so much to the energy from within. I slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to me. That's the best part. That's the best thing you could actually do. That's the High Priestess, I feel, again, coming in to say that if you're in doubt, it's time to kind of sit and meditate. We had that too with the Four of Swords. That talks about meditating. It talks about slowing down. It talks about, you know, getting the information we need. My ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feeling thoughts. And again, like I said, no drama, no OCD, none of this stuff that's kind of just taking over Pisces, okay? Yeah, there's a lot coming in here, Pisces. There's a... Okay, so let's do some of this. Some more. It's Mystical Medleys Tarot, by the way. It's the cutest deck, and since it has, like, cartoon characters, maybe it would be good to do, like, inner child work if you needed it. The Four of Swords is coming out again. So it was on my mind. I was thinking about it. I just finished talking about it, right? It's needed. There's something here about making sure that you're taking a time to meditate on things, that you're taking a time to let the answers come to you so that any confusion you might have between the fire energy and the water energy that you're feeling can come in for you. The answers can come in. Do you see as well? She looks like she's, you know, looking up, meditating. King of Swords. The Star again. And the Seven of Cups. Yeah, the Star is here. So we have the Star one more time, right? And yet another king coming in. This one, though, is the one who's looking above, who's seeing things above the crowd, right? He's seeing higher up. He's seeing things from a much different level than just being in the fire. When you're in the fire, when you're in the heat of things, you can't always see far enough ahead. King energy can, though. King energy is always about seeing the big picture. The big picture here is that the confusion that you may be feeling, the choices that you're trying to make, I don't, you know, Pisces, let me take the rest of the cards here. Seven of Wands, Ace of Wands. There's that inspirational energy coming in again. And Two of Wands. It's Two of Wands. The same cards are coming through, okay? Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. See, these two sevens, when they come in, they give me the impression is that you're trying to figure out your own answers and at the same time defend who you are. But what I get from here, Pisces, is that the only thing that you need is to really find what inspires you. Okay? We're getting caught up. We're getting caught up in other energies. And the thing is at the heart of it, we are cups. Okay? There's that Seven of Cups. It's almost like there's a confusion between the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Fire. And I want you to really tap into who you are. To me, this is causing confusion for you. Because as you're turning that fire energy into something malleable, something that you need, okay? It's blurring the lines. I feel this is blurring the lines within you. And I felt that all week. That the lines are somehow getting blurred for you. You feel that the energy that you're embracing is fire, right? Fire is like, you set it, it takes off, and it kind of takes everything with it. And with water, we kind of crawl in, right? We flow in, and then we flow out. And I feel that this is screwing up your flow. I feel that this is screwing up your flow somehow. And ease and grace keeps coming and attune to the call. I think they want you to tune back into that energy. I think that's the main message here. To tune back in and stop trying to figure out if something fits the Piscean energy. They want you to attune to you. Okay? You're going to be dealing with different energies as they come. We sometimes like to separate them because it's easier to feel comfortable in our own energy. But remember, you can adapt something to anything. This is why I feel like there's no adapting here. Six of Cups, let's see. Yeah, Nine of Wands. Good feeling thoughts when you were younger, when you were joy, nostalgic. You didn't really think about those things as a kid, right? Something felt good, you did it. The Nine of Wands here, he's looking here. Look, he's looking here. Even has, for God's sakes, he has an arrow pointing right at this card. What is he trying to say? Stop making it so hard. The Nine of Wands is going, you're almost there. You don't need to complicate things, okay? You don't need to you don't need to work on old definitions, okay? If your water energy right now feels like fire, let it be fire, okay? There's no need to kind of place a definition to anything. Yeah, there's no need to place a definition on it. Do what you must. Do what you must. Follow your star. We have the star here. We have the North Star from the other day, and we have the North Star here. The star. The star. And what is the star? It's peace. Okay? It's illumination. To follow your goals. The star is a ball of fire. We keep going back to that. How can a ball of fire bring me peace when all it does is like burn things down? It's tempered. It's tempered with you. You're the one who's controlling this show, who's making it happen, right? And how do you do it? You do it with ease and grace. You do it with good feeling thoughts. And there's another ball of fire. Alright, so let me try and do this as easily in a truly confusing reading today. I feel that for the most part, this reading is about you trying to figure out what the heck you're supposed to become, okay? You are throwing a lot of light. You're shining a lot of fire energy into your life right now because you're showing optimism, which is the star card, and you're also showing clarity, radiance, enthusiasm, okay? Pisces, there's still a lot of cup energy in your chart. A lot of cup energy, which means that you are transforming this fire energy to suit you. And that's exactly what you should be doing. You should be attuning to that energy and making it your own. Now, for some reason, I find that some of this is confusing to some of you. And I have no idea why, the why of it. Only you will know as you listen to this reading. That this is how you feel. You feel that somehow you have to defend who you are now. That you're not allowed almost to use this energy to turn the queen and the king together, okay? You see they're both looking in different directions. That these can't really be like this, but they can. And William is saying they absolutely can. The only person that's stopping it is you, okay, within you. You have the 2 Ten of Cups. There's water energy here for sure. But you have to stop thinking about these things as a way to, that they're separate. It's almost like me saying the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups are very separate, but they always come in together. They are separate. But in essence, when you put them together, they're kind of the same, okay? One is leaving something behind for something new, okay? These two work together, even though one's a cup and one's a sword. You can also work with fire energy and your water energy, okay? This is a reminder. These are resources for you to use. And the only time that this can happen is if you let negativity comes in. And there was a lot about people coming in with their stuff that's kind of throwing you off. But, you know, I see that you're going to be doing it. You're going to know how to use this. I look at the bottom of the deck, I see the Ace of Pentacles. So this is the definite, like, yes, I have the seed, I understand, and I'm going to turn it into more. You go from the 1 to the 10, and there's that Queen of Wands again. You're going to learn to utilize her energy, okay? I hope this wasn't too confusing for you, Pisces. I feel that many of you will understand that this battle or this push and pull between the energies right now that you're feeling between the fire of creation and the temperance of water, of who you are. I feel that these are coming in, but they really want you to attune in your chakras to it, okay? Use all your energies. We have all energies, including spirit, in ourselves to utilize, and sometimes some are stronger than others, and the trick of it is to use them well, right? And to let it bring joy and grace and happiness. If they cause too much chaos, then that's when we start having problems with it. So take a little bit in, and then if you see that you're doing well, take a little bit more. Okay, turn yourself into the beautiful Queen of Wands, that Queen of Fire. Let yourself shine, because when she doesn't, you know, burn everything down, She is a very creative, vibrant, inspirational, confident, and beautiful queen. And you want her energy in your life, okay? You want her energy to turn things into something. You just don't want it too much to consume everything, okay? All right, my beautiful ones. Let the sun shine on you. Let it feed your plant. Don't worry. You are the rain. You are the energy that will help things grow. And that's, I think, the biggest point of all of this. Thank you so much, Pisces. I'm going to let you go. We're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to look at your past, how that has been affecting you. It could be just recent past. And thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you love, light, and blessings as always, beautiful ones. Bye for now.